You know, I once heard a story about a person standing at the edge of a river. On their side, everything felt familiar, comfortable, predictable. And yet across the river was a bridge, leading to something new. A place full of potential and possibility. And as they stood there, they couldn't quite see everything on the other side. The unknown can feel uncertain sometimes, can't it? That's right, and it's perfectly natural to feel that way when you're on the edge of something new. And so they stood there watching the river. It moved quickly, and they wondered, what if the bridge isn't strong enough? What if I step onto it and feel unsure? That's right, those kinds of thoughts come up sometimes, don't they? And yet, as they stood there, something shifted. They realized the only way to know was to take that first step. And as they stepped onto the bridge, they discovered it felt steady, solid. That's right, it supported them, just as it was meant to. And with each step forward, it became easier and easier. They began to notice things they hadn't seen before, how the bridge gave them a fresh perspective. They could see the river not as an obstacle, but as something beautiful, flowing and alive. That's right. It's amazing how perspectives can shift as we take those steps, isn't it? And before they knew it, they had reached the other side and looked back. They felt a sense of pride knowing the bridge had been there all along, just waiting for them to trust themselves enough to take that first step. That's right, sometimes the hardest part is just beginning. And yet each step forward makes the next one feel even more natural. It's interesting, isn't it, how that story can feel familiar in some way. That's right, because just like that person, you've already shown yourself how capable you are of crossing bridges before. I wonder what that first step might look like for you now.